I don't even know what the theme music of this game is. I'm trying to hum along with it. How do you like them apples? Oh, goody goody. It's time once again in order to fill my screens with the joyfulness of the comic book based treacle of my youth. So, this is Marvel Comic Invasion, and well, this is a game that I've been looking forward to because, well, anybody who's been a longtime fan of the stream knows that I played a whole bunch of TMNT Shredder's Revenge, and this is from the same creators. This is from Tribute, and and yeah, so it has just a good amount of the exact same kind of beat 'em up type goodness that is in that game. So, yeah, is that I can't wait in order to open this. And probably the only reason that I'm even streaming tonight is that, that this game just came out, and now I actually have a free moment. I might actually play it. So, we're going to go ahead and we're going to give this a play. But first, of course, yeah, we are going to take our opening 2-minute ad break. So, we'll be back after that, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to start playing Marvel Comic Invasion. See, what did I just do? I just said Marvel Comic Invasion. I should have said Marvel Cosmic Invasion, which is what the name of the actual game is. So, yeah, once again, so this is the 1-2 punch of .emo and Tribute Games, the people who were responsible not just for Shredder's Revenge, but also for Scott Pilgrim the game, and Streets of Rage 4. So when it comes to this recent marketing-based beat-em-up games revival, these are really the two companies to go with, when you're looking to make a game precisely like this. Probably some of the most interesting and thorough. I mean, okay, well, probably the best way to put this is that, these are the people who have changed the landscape of beat 'em up games. Beat 'em up games now have, certain mechanics to them and a significant amount of particular modern day accoutrements like endless modes and also leaderboard modes and no hit run modes and all sorts of other very special additions to the standard beat 'em up formula. And also, it's really great that they do hire some of the talent from the characters that they license. TMNT had the original Ninja Turtles cast from the 1988 TV show. I believe this one has the X-Men series version of Wolverine. And I also do believe that they have, just the current modern voice of Spider-Man in this. So, those are the two main ones. Those are the two main talents that they have about this. But anyways, let's go ahead and let's do our intro, and then let's not waste another moment. Crack open this beauty here, and we'll play us some Marvel Cosmic Invasion. bum, 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 bum. I'm getting used to the theme song. Hello, cats and kittens, felines and felidae, humans and variant humans, and every race, class, and subclass. Welcome to another episode of Brainy the RPG Cat. Of course, we need no further introduction for tonight's game. We're playing Marvel's Cosmic Invasion, and apparently we need to have an end-user license agreement for that. I'm not prepared to play this online just yet, but, yeah, we're going to go ahead. New game. Yeah, we'll watch the prologue.
Spaceship, brand new Nova Force powers, but can't hold on a job.
Attention, Richard Ryder. It is critical that you pay attention at this time. Training simulation starts now.
Oh, come on. Give Nova a break. Yes, police the entire universe.
Double tap left or right to sprint in that direction.
Yay, sprinting.
Press the attack button multiple times to combine your attacks.
Oh, come on. We know how to play,
Fight back to recover part of your health points.
you know how to play it beat 'em up, don't you?
Double tap the jump button to take flight.
Okay, double tapping A. That's how you, become an air hero. Particularly significant, when you're actually fighting other air, enemies. You know, unless you're a character who doesn't fly, then you just have the uppercut like you did in Shredder's Revenge. Alright.
Tap the swap button to change heroes.
Yep. So yeah, left bumper. Changes heroes. Now I am Captain Marvel, but the interesting thing about this is that I am not, I'm not Carol Danvers. I'm one of the Marvels Captain Marvel. Somebody related to the original Captain Marvels.
Action buttons to summon your teammates for an assist attack.
Yeah, every once in a while.
The special attack button to perform your special move.
Okay. What was that last part?
Consumes focus. Regain focus by fighting your foes. Join forces with your teammate by holding both the spot and special buttons. Press the defense button to block or dodge.
Oh, come on. I've already got this in the bag because of all the Shredder's Revenge that I played. Alright. Not bad. Not bad. Suddenly, New York City. I don't have every character unlocked. I think a significant amount of these guys were more available in the demo, but whatever. Well, let's have ourselves a good old New York City brawl down. Let's get us a Wolverine, and let's get us a Spider-Man. Because I am basic and unoriginal.
Mighty evil is waging war across the cosmos.
Hello, Watcher.
Nihilus has emerged from the depths of the negative zone to claim the entire universe.
You know, for a guy who pretends he does not interfere with anything that actually goes on in the universe, he sure as hell does an enormous amount of information dumping.
Perfect cover for a bank job.
Spider sense to figure out there's trouble downtown. Watch out, these bugs have been sent by Nihilus himself.
Sure does feels good to be playing the old Paper Shredder again. The old K Knucklehead. These are nicknames for Wolverine. I think per Stanley. I almost said Jim Lee, per Jim Lee. I mean, Jim Lee is more important to just the X-Men than Marvel Comics at large. He's got more than a few animations that look exactly like the ones in Marvel vs. Capcom. Perform a 100 hit combo as Wolverine. That's my first achievement. What, like that's hard? You know, you don't even need a heavy attack button with Wolvie. You just need to tap the light button several times. It don't taste bad. The hot dog that I fished out of a trash can. Yeah. We're beating up some bugs. I hope that's not like something particularly sensitive that you want to say to these people. So I think I'm gonna need to use that grab move if, you know, I want to get any hits in on those shield wielding guys. Yep, I'm doing the uppercut the same way I did in Shredder's Revenge. They knew who their audience was. They were just waiting to get their next license in order to make a de facto sequel to that original beat 'em up. Bum 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 bum. I mean, I don't even think Wolverine has a heavy attack. He just has that grab move. Okay, I have pretty profoundly moved on to Spider-Man at this point. He feels really good. I've played some Spider-Man beat-em-ups. Not just things like Separation Anxiety for the NES, but also the Sega-based Spidey beat-em-up. I think that was Spider-Man vs. Kingpin in the arcade.
Why are they chasing Beetle? They want the name of his tailor? The troopers think he's one of them, betraying the hive mind. Oh no, Beetle's a crook. We have to help him.
Okay. Animal Stampede. Well, small alien insect stampede. Okay, still trying to figure out how to do Spidey's aerial moves. It's not the same as a Wolverine. It's not just an uppercut.
Free food? Sweet! Ticket to KOC. Got some web on you. Fast cross special.
Oh, hey, Mary Jane's new soap opera is out.
MJ's big show tonight.
Spidey has a special line for that, of course.
Astonish.
Not doing bad, not doing bad at all. Barely taking any damage.
Come on. You can have my
And that certainly isn't because I also played this in the demo. Spidey versus the Beetle. This is really how we start off a mega event. Just one innocuous looking battle between between classic hero and villain. Of course, everybody knows that, you know, Beetle is Yutz, small town crook, etc. But like I said, it's a start. I'm I'm still trying to get used to swap. I think you're supposed to be... you're basically supposed to be holding down the button.
Looking sharp, Wolvie.
Okay, yeah, Beetle is immune to my grab attack. Good to know. Like, more than 3/4 of the way through this boss battle. Almost said, got it.
Best at what I do, and what I do ain't pretty.
Yay! Leveling up 2 heroes. They both got extra HP now.
I gotta change my costume.
Okay, so I've got a choice here. I can go to Genosha, where I take on the Sentinels, or I can go onto the Shield Helicarrier, where I can take on Taskmaster. I think we're going to keep things relatively street level in this playthrough. Okay, we have the ability to swap out heroes, but I'm not going to do it. Rue! Start ruing!
Dare shriek Modoc! Nonsense! Unhand me, masters!
Get it, pipsqueak.
Okay, somebody shrunk Modoc. It's not actually a crime. I think, you know, he's slightly more palatable, the size of an aluminum can.
Yeah, so speaking of size, do you now go by mental organism designed only for carrying?
You know, Spidey very much the sidekick in this playthrough. So Tribute doesn't usually do things like alternate costume skins and things like that. It's much more likely there's only alternate colors. But of course the alternate colors are also just really close to the canon colors that the characters have worn in the past. You know, I would take my chances with a garbage can donut a little bit more than I would with a garbage can glizzy. Just saying. There's a little sign up there that shows us what's at stake here. Okay, I'm getting a little bit of a more of an idea how the swapping mechanics work. Alright. On second thought, probably trying to do aerials as Spidey is not a good idea in the elevator section. Yikes. I thought I was gonna fall off a lot of Spidey. Alright. Giant Italian sub on the helicarrier. Sounds like the perfect end to the alien invasion. Alright. Instead of a grab, Spidey has this like web shooting attack. I can rotate around this turret. Punch it several times and then turn it around. And yeah, just have it shoot at the enemies in either direction. It's like a two-step move. I have to jump, swing, and then punch a second time. That's how I do the flying Spidey kick right there. All right. Take that and that. Okay, that great big hero sub actually heals both players, so that's good to know.
Return me to my proper size, you masked miscreant!
That's the bug's problem now. You shouldn't be here. Beekeepers and bugs, money's still green.
Of course, Taskmaster has a shield and also is immune to the grab attack, so hooray for that.
What's your price, Tasky? Maybe Tony Stark can match it.
I ain't interested in your boss's money, Raggy.
Okay. How does Taskmaster not know that Tony Stark is Iron Man? It's not like he ever kept it a secret. Webbing decidedly not good against Taskmaster's shield. Every now and then he will do a swing attack just like mine. Alright. Punk, 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 punk. Punch, punch, punch. Much punch. You know, having a character that, you know, just gives permanent slowdown. That's always a good thing to do. There's an interesting dichotomy going on here because I can break his shield with the grab, but only when he's holding it. When he's not holding it, he's immune to being grabbed. That's basically what's going on here. I am Skeletor. Well, I am not. I am legally distinct from Skeletor. Ooh, that was a good long juggle for a boss character. Why would you play literally anyone other than Wolverine?
Thanks for the workout. Now that the job's done, I can get out of here.
We could use someone like you against the invaders, Masters.
No thanks. You might want to go check on your friends in the Savage Land, though.
We have to warn them. They're next.
Ooh, more X-Men backdrops. Okay, so I can't proceed to the next level. I actually have to go and play both levels first. Okay, so let's get this. Let's back out and then let's get this a little bit more X-Men friendly. We're gonna play Wolverine. We're gonna have Wolverine's backup be Storm instead of Spider-Man.
Activity was detected at the old Sentinel complex. Please, be careful.
Don't worry, Chuck. I got my can openers right here.
We must leave no stone unturned in our search for the missing mutants.
You know, I do think that they have the same Storm actress as 97, but don't quote me on that.
This old bucket of bolts learn new tunes. Upper chop.
I can sense mutants here. Make sure to check the cells.
Let's get out of here.
Yay, I freed Boom Boom. I don't know if that's necessarily a good thing. You know, somewhere in this game, you know, there's the opportunity in order to open up a prison and possibly unlock a new character. I don't know if Boom Boom is one of those characters, though. Well, it's time to free our mutant brethren, at any rate. Here, I didn't even think I was going to get a chance to do this. Okay. I didn't figure out what the gimmick was until I actually beat all the enemies. Hey, Forge. Just chilling. Has wearing a mutant inhibitor collar prevented you from being a super genius and machine worker? Yeah, I probably didn't think so. By the way, your ex is here. You know, she's helping me save everybody in junk.
Since when do Sentinels have pilots? Zero Fury.
You know, that X slash he has, not unlike the super move that he has in Marvel vs. Capcom.
Next time, try harder.
The prisoners are now safe. They've mentioned other mutants being kidnapped by Sentinels to some other location.
These bugs don't have the brains for this type of outfit.
Getting really close to doing Storm Super. I can't wait to see what it actually is. Wait until we get a good amount of enemies on the screen. Okay, that's actually pretty good. Lots of lightning. Of course, I'm pretty sure that Storm flies. That takes care of the big guy. Genoshan Prison Chow. Master Mold. Because you always need, you know, just a character who's just one giant head in the background in these games. Alright. Lots of puncha. Good against the minions, not as good against Master Mold's head. I almost thought Master Mold closed his hand on Storm. That would be a real shame. You know, somewhere in this there, you know, has to be a boss that just has the ability in order to take one of your two heroes. You know, it would be a cool Sentinel thing to do, you know, because they're the Sentinels. They like to pick up people. Ugh. Okay, I am taking way too many hits of Storm. You know, make sure that I am appropriately using the tag team mechanic. Alright. Probably the most annoying thing of all is the Master Mold head attack. Ow. Ow. Take some of that. And that's for your old man. Okay, that breaks the Master Mold.
Forge has tracked Sentinel flight patterns. They're all over the globe, even going into space. But many of them are heading to the Savage Land.
Then that's where we'll be.
Yeah, other abducted mutants in the Savage Land. We kind of got that one. So, 2 more missions. One of them is a Savage Land, where we'll obviously be fighting Sauron. The other one is Wakanda, where I believe we're going to be fighting the Claw. Okay, this still feels like the mutant issue, so...
What I do, Pablo.
The Savage Land is crawling with insect soldiers and sentinels.
I'm always ready to help out a jungle hunk.
Keep your mind on the mission, Jennifer.
It's okay, I'm a multitasker.
There was probably more to that cutscene. I don't actually know.
It can only mean one culprit, Sauron.
That dinosaur guy in shorts?
He feeds on the life energy of mutants. A ruthless opponent. Even a goddess needs to eat.
Primordial shish kebab. Oh, speaking of shish kebab. So it's actually pretty cool that all of the pickup food is themed by level.
Upper chop. This is my kind of party.
There we are. You know, that is something I did a lot in Shredder's Revenge. Spam the uppercut, spam the down dash. Over and over again. This is why I'm enjoying Wolverine so much, is because he plays a lot like the very similarly played characters in that game. Oh yeah, great time to swap. I want the flying character to take care of the flying enemy, as the flying enemies can grab.
Blistering bolt. Feel true power. Even a goddess needs to eat. Arctic wind.
All right.
Lightning crash.
Okay, I was a little overdue for that one. Oh, you're really going for that voice for Sauron, huh? Ha 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 ha! You'll be destroyed by your own electricity! I suppose I could have hit the aliens holding the grub sacks for more health pick-me-ups. You know, get to them somehow. In the middle of all of these stampeding Triceratopses. We haven't seen a riding vehicle yet. I sincerely doubted it was going to be the Triceratops, but... You know, or if we were so lucky to actually hit one. I don't know. Well, if the lava geyser would just stop murdering my face, then I would be more than happy to partake of one of the food pickups. They had to make this a healthy enemy fight because of all the health that they gave me.
Mutant or not, I shall make a feast of you.
Okay. He has got to grab too. Good to know. Oh, gee, one of those bolts could have hit him. There we go. A little bit more of that. Alright, that takes care of him. Not bad, not bad at all. No siree.
He's harmless now. My thanks to you all. Zabu and I can fight the small remainder of the invaders, but the rest of the world is yours to save.
Don't mention it, handsome. We're on our way.
Almost makes me wish I had picked out She-Hulk. Well, okay, you know. We can just save that for later in the stream. Or maybe this very next match. Oh. You got lots of characters I'd like to try. We got Cap. We got Better Ray Bell. I don't think we have Thor in this game, though. You know. Just Thor's intergalactic stand-in. So yeah, I'm gonna take my own advice. I'm gonna take She-Hulk on this next one.
Shuri, what is the situation?
Birnin Sana is getting bombarded with insect pods. The city's sonic shields have been sabotaged by Claw.
We need to reactivate the shield generators.
Let's cut a line through the invading force.
Well, you know, we get Cap and Panther in the cutscenes. All glory to Wakanda. Evil beware. Wakanda has mangoes.
I'm razor sharp, bub. Gotcha.
There we are. Let's see how She-Hulk Bane plays a little bit. Okay, she clearly has all of the wrestling moves. There's your elbow drop. I mean, mostly an elbow drop. So yeah, she's got this really big swing as her alt special. These things are spin dashing me to death. Okay, she blocks. I mean, that's pretty unique for a fighting game character. Okay, that's her ult, is that, yeah, she grows even bigger for a half a second. Take him down, Shulk. Ooh, that's a particularly nasty one. Okay, that's actually a grab. Grab an opponent and then use them as a pencil eraser on the ground. Okay, good deployment of the super right there. Okay, time to do a little bit more of this. That's a grab and then a flying scissor kick. Yeah, definitely the pro wrestling character. I mean, yeah, her dash attack is a body slam. It's just a completely vertical body slam. Alright. Slice and dice these alien pods. Okay. Little bit of a alternate version of the so in Shredder's Revenge, this would be something like a skateboard level, but no, we're just on top of a train. I'm pretty sure there have been beat 'em up stages that were on top of the train. You know, they give you a warning whether or not more bugs are going to show up, and they give you the exact same warning when a sign's going to come overhead. Why does Wakanda have to have such low-hanging signs? All right. Well, everybody knows from the John Byrne comics that She-Hulk doesn't really need to duck a train sign.
Greetings, Your Highness. It's my pleasure to welcome you to Wakanda's downfall.
Round two. A classic.
Wakanda will fall silent after all.
Okay, sometimes he's intangible. Oh, you have to stun him using the pillars here. You know, Claw could stand to have a slightly better supervillain name. I mean, he's a guy who wears a Sonic headset on a Sonic blasting gun on his arm. So does Cyborg from the Teen Titans. Oh, the timing on this is a little off. Alright, we're coming close to our first commercial break. We'll be back after this 2-minute word from Twitch. Thank you, everybody, for staying tuned in. So more than likely have Claw beat by the very end of this, by the end of this commercial break. We shall see. Up. Okay, I'm waiting for it to get cold in here. All right.
I tracked the bug's flight path. Their ships are coming from the moon.
And this is where we shall go next.
We're going to the moon! You know, there's so many similar jokes like that to make. Do you like bananas? I think this is an opportunity to pick up another player, because I think you fight Phoenix as a boss, and then she joins the team, so. Okay. But we're fighting Phoenix, so we need to bring some heavy-duty people with us.
Captain America.
I said I wanted to play Cap. And let's do Iron Man.
I've gone ahead for some reconnaissance. Wait!
Hold on, Red. I'm on my way.
Can these guys even take on the Phoenix?
Well, unless the Phoenix took her on, which is, you know. She does have a tendency to turn evil a lot. She also has a tendency to die a lot, but I don't really think that really makes for good gameplay mechanics. Oh, I actually have moon physics on the moon. Isn't that special? You know, it's one of Cap's light attacks. Makes him throw his shield. As if I don't do that joke enough when I play Marvel Rivals, but here we are. When Captain America throws his mighty shield, all of those who oppose his shield must yield. When it's time for a fight and a duel is due, then the red and the white and the blue will come through, and Captain America throws his mighty shield. Rather conveniently, Cap's shield is also his shield breaker, so he's got that going for him. Okay, let's see how Tony Stark handles all this. Okay, so he has bullets in where his grab would be. Phoenix looked a little funny there, didn't she? Oh boy. They got Iron Man out here just doing proton cannon. You know, Iron Man making a pretty jaunty pun with the concept. Okay, Iron Man is a blocking character too. I was wondering if anybody had any special power bar properties. I have expected Spider-Man to have it, because eventually, you know, he has a tendency to run out of webbing. But it turns out Iron Man has it, is that he only has 8 charges on the arc reactor. All right. Okay, so far so good. I hate to use a super for just one bad guy, but unfortunately I had to because I just went ahead and used up all my shots. I mean, once again, on the subject of beat-em-ups, I played Captain America and the Avengers, where you had the ability to choose Cap, Iron Man, and Vision, and they all basically played the same. I think you could also play as Hawkeye. Well, we picked the right people to fight the enigmatic ultra entity of all of the outer space. Oh, fired that in a completely opposite direction. Of course, it doesn't matter that she wasn't enslaved because, yeah, she's gonna kick her butt anyway.
Such power, such rage. I'm in control now.
The battle has yet to be won, but a noble warrior will join you in your quest.
Lockjaw! Awesome! You here to give us a ride?
Oh, do we get Jean as a new character, or do we get Lockjaw as a new character? That'd be pretty cool. Okay, going to Asgard to fight Hela, or Destromundo to fight Venom. I think either way is we're scoring something from this. All right. Well, now that we've got Phoenix, let's take her for a spin. All right. You know, just keeping things within the theming, let's get Beta Ray Bill.
Fire and light incarnate! The hour is dire. The mighty Thor is waging war against Annihilus across the galaxy. We need your help to save Asgard.
Say no more, Lady Sif. I pledge Stormbreaker's steel to you. Your blows cannot slay me.
Oh, gee. Of course, the elevator levels is on the great big Rainbow Bridge. Are we going to be hit by low-hanging columns? Probably not. That would have been a cool attack if I actually fired it correctly. You throw it, and then when you press the button a second time, it comes back to you. Pretty cool game. I think so. Not gonna lie. Not gonna lie. It's been pretty cool so far. Okay, somebody held me, and the solution to getting out of it was simply to switch to my partner.
Asgard is a second home to me. I shall defend it to my last breath.
Okay, you know, I kind of undervalued Beta Ray Bill a little, but he is actually pretty cool. He's got some pretty cool mechanics. You know, given that this was Marvel Cosmic Invasion, I almost said Comic Invasion again. given that this is Marvel Cosmic Invasion, it's really, really great to see them actually give highlights to some of the actual spacefaring Marvel Comics characters. I believe everybody has tag team messages for every other character. That must have taken a lot of voice acting.
A warrior that can trap oncoming enemies by throwing Stormbreaker at them.
Okay.
Even the mightiest have their weaknesses, Phoenix.
Sadly, Galactus is severe arachnophobia. I mean, somebody can just mind control Galactus. That sucks. That's terrible. Hard to say whether or not it would actually work in the comics. I mean, given how old Marvel Comics is, I'm pretty sure that they've given it they've given that a whirl at least once. Mind control Galactus. Ooh, this is a nasty one to try to get out of. I like that all of the health pickups have been things like Ambrosia and Wild Boar over here. I have to get after the Queen Bee Pokemon over here. I don't think anything's giving me a harder time than that. It's a big world. It's a big, big world. Okay.
An honor to welcome heroes to your demise.
You know, Hela suddenly a popular character thanks to the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
The more Annihilus destroys, the larger my legions of undead grow.
The hammers of justice are unisex. I was hoping that would do a lot of splash damage, but not as much as I could hope for. Alright. Come on, you. Youch. Okay, if Hela was anywhere in the perimeter of that ult, that would have actually done something. Oh. Well, I missed that one. She was tough. Yeah. I've got a lot of damage going for me right now. Ouch. Okay, someone's going down, and I think Bill only has a hit left in him. I'm in so much trouble. Yeah, this is the first time I actually might lose on a level. You know, she keeps throwing spears like that. Crap. Well, it was bound to happen. Just for stream's sake, we're gonna go to the other stage so that we at least have an appropriate preview of both of those stages. So who was this again? Destromundo, where we would pick up Venom. I'm pretty sure he's got really good dialogue with Spidey.
I'll take that big pooch off your hands. Listen, lady. Lockjaw's her friend. He's not going into a cage.
Also, he teleports, so it's kind of pointless to put Lockjaw in a cage. That was an axolotl. And if you don't like that, you can relax a little. Of course, Spider-Man has the formula when it comes to dealing with bugs. So, both Giant-Sized Man-Thing and Jeff the Shark are in cages here. So, we're more than likely not going to have them as secret bonus characters. Now, it isn't as though Jeff the Land Shark doesn't get all the exposure he needs for being one of the healing characters in Marvel Rivals. Whoa. Look at that big burly bully boy. That's actually pretty cool. You know, okay. Kaiju-sized frog monster in a jar. Yeah. Let's unlock the other axolotl so it can help us beat the bad guys. Okay, let's break out the G-dub right here. I was kind of hoping he was going to be on his motorcycle the whole time, but I guess I can't have everything I want. Wait for some stuff to break loose and then break out the trap. It's amazing that the AIM goons made it all the way up here. Okay, well, the motorcycle lane comes out for his ult. It's not quite as Ghost Rider as I would like it to be. We are definitely without Nicolas Cage.
Knockdown City. Free food. Sweet.
Okay, that's what Spidey's ult is. I think I've done this whole playthrough and I haven't done it until now. Oh, okay. I thought we were going to do another elevator sequence. Really looked like that for a second there. Okay, can't stand on the gack on the floor, but I guess I knew that. Okay, if you're gonna get on the bike, try to hit something. Alright.
Why can't I ever get away from this guy? Slow down, pal. Heck shooters are running low.
Oh, okay, so yeah, Spidey does have a limited shot. That's good to know. So it'd definitely be worth unlocking Venom for a good amount of the rest of this. Oh, I certainly hope that this is not going as badly as the Hela fight was. Ouch. Almost. Of course, maybe they made this decidedly easier because I knew that Venom was going to be one of the playables. Uh-oh. Spidey's down. Okay, open fire. Don't care if it's cheap. Oh, dang it. Well, I've suddenly become very good at killing superheroes. Alright. Whoop. I backed all the way to the campaign screen. Is that, there's probably, a little bit holding me back here. Simply the fact that, since characters can level up, then I have the ability to go back and fight some bosses several times. And they will be easy after a while. Okay, so this is some kind of, special rewards and bonuses unlocked. Corpse files, well, it just has a whole bunch of character profile informations. List of my achievements and the credits. There's an arcade version. So I think, this kind of just shows what my general character levels are supposed to be. And so, unsurprisingly, Wolverine has almost everything. Storm in second. Well, Spidey in second. Storm in third. Still some characters that don't have Jack. Alright, well, for the most part, I did want this just to be out of the preview. So, I think I'm just going to go ahead. I'm going to sign off for tonight. Let's go find somebody to do a raid. I think I would like to go ahead and pay a visit to, right now, let's head over to, let's go over to Dingus Hyena. Right now they're in the middle of playing Sonic Racing Cross Worlds. Alright, folks. Well, thank you very much for watching. I mostly did get on because, I just had this cool new game that I wanted to play. But, it's been real at this point. I'm probably more than likely going to be back tomorrow. I would like to do an art stream. I would also like to re-premiere one of the older segments I used to do on this show, which was writing the RPG. I do have an RPG book that, on the back burner that I do significantly need to make some additions to. But, in the meantime, though, thank you everybody for tuning in. I remain Brady the RPG Cat. Remember to use your noodle. Nothing is too hard if you use your head. Alright, folks, so thank you very much once again for tuning in to tonight's stream. Thank you very much for watching. Say hi to Dingus Hyena for me. Alright. Have a great rest of your night.